is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. We are in downtown Atlanta in Bobby Dodd Stadium, home field of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. We'll see the #4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bulldogs will kick it away to get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Yellow Jackets offense making their way on the field today. Now today, the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets rematch one of the wildest games in the history of the sport. 8 overtimes in Atlanta as Georgia somehow survived 44-42 to keep those playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, I think you could argue that was one of the best games the entire college football year. And how about the emotional scene after the game where the two head coaches came together, almost like a boxing match where the guys were just fatigued. And, of course, they're such good friends. Georgia found a way to win that game, kind of a gutty performance. And maybe, who knows, maybe it helped them find themselves in overtime again, finding a way against Texas to win in the SEC title game a week later.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So Georgia's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better. There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They make the stop at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Wow, you love to see this. First drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on third down. Impressive, and now they got a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
The Dogs come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Taylor. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback still with the football. Fights through the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to pass. It's King. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Looking to throw it again. It looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Dropping back. It's King. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets him up now. 1st down to the 22.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. What a catch and run by the junior. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. To the air. It's Stockton. Grab down the middle. It's Bell.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And completion makes it second and short. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That ball snagged for a completion. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curl.
Trying to run it. It's Frazier. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He cannot escape, it's a sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So as we begin the second quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. He missed it. Off target that time. And this game remains tied in the second quarter.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Pass complete on the crosser. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
First down here for this offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Here's the second down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's King. Grab near the sticks. It's Patterson. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. That's good execution of the pitch and catch to pick up the first down there. Nice conversion.
A really nice conversion here. To me, the route is what separated this play. And the fact that he's able to get to this point downfield, and by the time he turned around, that ball is on him. So nice route and nice hands there to be able to pick up the first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it second and medium. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Yellow Jackets will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. To throw, it's King. He flips it to the back across the middle.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The distance will be from 36 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Looking to throw. It's Stockton. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Branch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
The Dogs will have to kick it away. And that's the 1st punt of the afternoon for this offense. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Great cut. They whiff on him. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, and they go out 17-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Breaks free with room to run. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Motion now from the tight end. On first down, it's play action. Contact as he let the ball go. Pass not complete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Hand off to the single back. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
And the Bulldogs will try to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Tackle, but first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Dogs are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Wide receiver's got it on a shovel pass. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Now it's second down here. Looking to chuck it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. They're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Patterson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Back to throw. It's King. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Short connection to the tight end here. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The Yellow Jackets with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick completion to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. He made good on his first attempt. This one is from 40 yards away. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Looking deep to the right side. This one is dropped. No one around him. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Running back has it on a screen now. Jukes to get past a man. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Ball handed off. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point puts them in front by 1. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Looking downfield, it's King. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stockton. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
The defense does a really good job here on this critical 3rd down of getting pressure on the offensive line and the pass protection. You know the pressure might be coming from somewhere, but the question is for the offensive line, where? They didn't tip their hand at all. They came at the last second, and they got to the quarterback.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Snags a quick throw. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Gets the 1st and still running. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. Whether it's the ability to be elusive and bounce to the outside in space, run over top of defenders, that's now 3 touchdowns in this game alone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Important second down play coming up. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris. As you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Now they pull out the screen here. I like the call on third down, but let's give the defense a lot of credit for being able to recognize that and bring him down short of the first down. It's all about timing and execution for that screen play to work for third down to be able to pick up that first.
The Yellow Jackets will send the punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And look at the leg strength, a booming punt. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The defense not fooled at all.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Thomas. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
End zone ahead. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looks to the left, pass caught. Touchdown, Dogs. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Taylor. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
To throw, it's King. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Yellow Jackets pick up enough for a first down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short game.
And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to scramble. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Just a big third down play here. The defense does everything right. Everybody's covered. The one thing they didn't account for is the quarterback. And he has great presence of mind here to be able to pull this down on this third down play. Not only does he pick up the first down, he gets inside the 10 to set up a first and goal.
Scanning the field, it's King. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Second down, looking to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Frazier. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
A new set of downs after that completion. And the single back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead, they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
This drive was already chewing more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. A play action, looking to throw. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Everything taken away, this quarterback uses his mind and his feet. Really nice job here working with the lead. Why take a chance and throw it into traffic? He pulls it down, picks up some big yards there on that third down, and up for the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Sure hands. It's Bell.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. They look to throw it here on second down. The sure hands. It's Thomas. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They try to sneak it for the first.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's King. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, that is a textbook read here by the quarterback. He saw cover 1, which means that's a single high safety look in man coverage. You throw the ball to the outside part of the field, you know that help from the middle of the defense is going to be a little bit late getting there. It's exactly what he saw. He puts that one out there for a nice completion.
Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he drives the punt deep. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That is a great play by that defender. You're talking about one of the elite receivers with incredible speed, with space. He's got room to shake and get free and pick up more yards, but a great tackle in the open field right there to prevent it.
Dropping back, it's King. Quick throw over the middle. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
This could be the game here. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.